I just want to say, until you learn whatever lesson it is that God is trying to teach you right now in this season of your life, you will not be able to step forward and move forward into the destination that He has for you. Oftentimes, when we find ourselves in a season of stripping, where the Lord is taking everything away from you that you hold dear, that you know, that you depended on more than Him, it is often because He's trying to teach you something. It's often because He's trying to prepare you for where He is bringing you next. Many of us complain about the stripping season and the waiting season, and trust me, Lord knows I understand. Like, you guys have no idea how many tears I have cried at night still till this day of like, Lord, when will this season be over? And in that moment when I was crying those tears, asking the Lord, how long will I have to go through this? I felt on my heart the Lord say, until you learn what I'm trying to teach you. And when I look back on all the times the Lord was trying to teach me something, I failed each and every time. Rather, it was because I had a bad attitude while doing it. Rather, it was because I acted ungodly in a way that He did not call me to act. Or rather, it was just me not listening and wanting to do what I wanted to do, so being disobedient to Him. I kept on missing the mark. And again, it was like, until you learn what it is that I'm trying to teach you, you will continue to stay right where you are. And I don't know about y'all, but how many of y'all don't want to be stuck? In the Bible, it tells us that God has a purpose and a plan for our life. So we have to trust Him in whatever season of our life that we are in. Rather you are in the best season of your life, rather you are in the worst season of your life, rather you are in a season of stripping, which Lord knows that I feel like almost more than anybody, how alone it can feel in a season of stripping where you have what feels like nothing. When God literally pulls you away from the crowd and says, it's only going to be me and you for a while. That is not easy. And trust me, I understand. But it's in that exact same season that we have to seek out the Lord and say, Lord, what are you trying to teach me right now? Help me to obtain the knowledge that you are trying to give to me. Help me to be able to move forward. Help me to be able to listen to what you're saying and to also learn how to wait well. That is a big thing that God has really worked on me on, is waiting well. So let's not be like the Israelites and end up being in the wilderness way longer than God ever intended for us to even be. I believe one of the lessons for the Israelites was to trust God. God was trying to show them to trust Him. But see, just like us, they weren't listening. They weren't obtaining the knowledge that the Lord was trying to give to them. Therefore, they went their own way and ended up being in the wilderness for umpteen years, when they were supposed to make it to the promised land in a couple days. Don't prolong your promised land because you can't learn the lesson the first time the Lord is trying to teach you. Pray and ask God for